discretion is advised. SideQuest is a shit show.
And we are live, yes, Side Quest, everyone! Welcome to episode 20. We have made it 20 fucking episodes. Can you fucking believe it? I don't. I really don't. I thought I would have killed myself by now. I mean, really, without resurrection. Actually, down the road, not across it. You know what I'm saying? But we've made it, and it is October in the Earth realm, which is spoopy time. Everybody, spoopy time. Welcome to SideQuest. Rules are scrolling across the bottom, as usual. Today, Erilyn could not make it. She had to work at the inn late. Apparently, many of her prostitutes were murdered, and she had to clean up the crime scenes. So, we are joined by Lyra on the Monday show. Can you believe it? Lyra's here. Lyra, everybody, Lyra. Clap for Lyra.
Yay!
I'm so glad you could join us.
Yeah,
Yay!
She looks like she just came out of a rainstorm.
Which feeds one of our theories as to where she was yesterday.
Lyra is wet, everyone. Welcome to the Monday show.
I don't know what happened. I woke up all wet.
Elizabeth
And
Warren
I don't
did a
know
rain
why.
dance. Elizabeth Warren did a rain dance, and now Lyra is wet. We're off to a great start. We're also joined by my usual Monday co-hosts, Arcturus and Alasteria, my double A's, my Alcoholics Anonymous.
How very apt today.
Hello, everybody. You can tell I did my makeup special for the occasion to represent not October, but how dead I feel on the inside. How is everyone doing tonight?
Why is it
Sunday
that
was rather rough with him.
Why do you use necro root when you don't practice necromancy?
Why can't I look the part? What's wrong with that?
I can't do the skeleton teeth because it goes into my beard.
You're a couple now. She just wants to match outfits.
Yeah, we look like we're on our way to a Marilyn Manson concert.
Metal. We're gonna go scare some crows right now.
Right.
Bastion.
Tweak the eyeshadow a bit, and you could also go as ICP, and thus explain why Lyra's all wet.
No.
How dare you?
I represent that comment.
Yeah, I don't, me and Alasteria are here. Do you people watching now, as well as Lyra and Arcturus, have time to hear from me and Alasteria? We would like to tell you about our Lords and Savior, Cure.
Hey, boys don't cry.
Yours. I'm in a mood as it is.
Hey, don't give me no shit. The Cure song Burn on the Crow soundtrack is one of the greatest songs ever written.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't know.
Are you drinking? Are you drinking fucking embalming fluid?
Oh, if only. No. Look, do you want to know about this? Or should we wait till someone gives me the time to speak about it? Because this is why I'm pissed, in fact. I commissioned this bottle. This was supposed to be the Moab, the mother of all poisons. Instead, it's a refreshing beverage. Do you want to know why?
Why is that?
Okay. Key ingredient, fresh nail cleaf. Fresh, as in taken from the tree, fresh. Some helpful idiot along the chain of supply apparently thought that meant freshly fallen. It not only diluted the poison, it counteracted all the other ingredients, and it cost a fortune. It was to be the deadliest poison made by man.
It's LP.
So potent that aerosolized and spread across a country, it would kill it.
And instead, you got a really, really fancy healing wine.
It's healthy for you, even.
Yeah, it still has MSG. Welcome to the show, everyone. It's Monday. What do you want from us? Like, this is not gonna be anything exciting. You know? I don't even have any subjects. I don't have anything to talk about. Like, what exciting has happened since Friday? Nothing.
Lyra came back from the dead. That's
I did.
sort of exciting.
And I feel funny.
Yes.
So.
Yes, you missed the Sunday show, only to be shanghaied into the Monday show.
Indeed. But I have something. I have a mystical elixir here that's still
Elf pee.
very frozen.
Frozen elf pee.
But very tasty.
That's eggnog. No, wait, sorry, that's elf cum. My
Yeah,
bad.
that's bubblegum flavored.
Eggnog is elf cum, everyone. It's not the old, the elves don't only make toys in Santa's workshop.
It's best to drink it with Kahlua.
Salty.
I have never drunk eggnog, and now I never will.
Anything with the word nog in it is disgusting.
Nick.
Like, who thought about
Oh.
Nog.
No. I'm taking a health point.
Oh.
You're supposed to stay away from that type of thing.
You literally said the N-word. Oh my god.
I said dog.
You said the other N-word not that long ago.
That's really just scratching the surface of forbidden words, as we learned.
I was quoting somebody. That's different. You were just trying to be racist.
I don't think they care. It's on the yellow list anyway.
We literally shit on an elf. All we do is be racist here, and then the one time
It's okay to be
I thought
racist
it was
against the races of our world, but we need to stay. If we want YouTube to not take down our channel.
No, also apparently Haley is forbidden. And does anyone know what a jigaboo is?
I'm going to punch you in the back of the head.
What's a spear chucker?
Not. God damn it. I'm going to tear your tits off.
I've never heard of jigaboo before. I'm genuinely baffled.
Goodbye, everybody. Learn more about the Earth Realm and what can get us kicked off of their fucking internet's platforms.
Oh, I'm guessing this is some sort of slander. So what does Haley mean?
What?
Jared. What's a Jared?
Pedophile.
Oh, okay. Right, Subway. I forgot.
Yeah. Eat kids.
So what the hell did Haley do?
Haley, what?
I don't know.
Forbidden. It's on the yellow list.
Haley from Paramore?
You would know that, Alistair.
What?
It's Haley from Paramore.
It's Haley Williams from Paramore. What's wrong with that? He makes a bop, okay?
I swear, I'm learning a martial arts skill just for her. It's called ovary kick. Kick you in the ovaries.
Who that was? How did you know who she was referring to?
I have no idea.
Oh.
I'm taking her word for it that that's the
Do we have a Paramore fanatic?
That's the bassist of Paramore.
Whatever makes you say.
Does Paramore even have a bassist?
Whatever makes you.
See, she even knows the songs. I don't know the songs. I just know that they had a song.
Whatever makes you break.
In Twilight or something. I don't,
You're just a whore, nothing more. Sorry, darling, that will never take. Nothing?
No.
Nothing? Ugh.
This is the most unentertaining side quest we've ever had because of you.
Are you gonna blame it all on me just because you didn't want to enjoy? When you want to pander into my my Paramore fanaticism?
I like your eating. I will, however, say I do like your eating disorder makeup today.
It's the Eugenia Cooney, We don't want to get uneasy on up in here. Sorry.
Anorexia nervosa is also on the forbidden list.
Oh.
I've been trying to compile the more interesting ones, but there were 1,024 last I checked, so it's taking a while.
I'm starting to side with Lyra. I think that because of Arcturus and Alistaria,
autism is also on the forbidden list.
I need to
get out of here.
I need to now research different ways to violently vomit everywhere.
Why don't you ask Eugenia Cooney?
I can help with that. Again, poison are one of the things I take a keen
I love how like Alistaria will say like a name and she thinks we know who it is, and then she'll start like laughing to herself like everybody gets it, but we're all over here like boomers like.
Who doesn't Michelle or sorry Elf? You know who Eugenia Cooney is, right?
I think so.
Right.
She's one of the first skeletons Magog has raised from the dead.
Oh, yeah.
I think. She's very sweet. I worry about her.
Yes, is that the one? I think I've seen pictures of her. A good solid gust of wind would get the best of her.
Exactly. You just, break her like a twig.
I thought she was better now, though.
Oh, she gained some weight, but she's also living underneath the roof of her verbally and mentally abusive mother, who apparently takes advantage of her by saying if Eugenia Cooney ever leaves the house, she's going to die of a heart attack. According to this woman, Jacqueline Lynn, so.
I suppose somebody like her would be afraid to leave the house. She might fall between a crack in the sidewalk.
Well,
it's not the fall that'll kill her. She's claustrophobic.
It's that sudden stop. It's never the fall that kills you.
Oh no, it's when she gets wedged in and can't move anymore. The panic sets in.
Walls
are closing in.
I've seen 128 days. What was
You're so mean tonight.
All right, enough of this. Be gone with you, and your YouTube dramas.
Amateur is also on the forbidden list.
Tea Queen.
Welcome to Keem Quest, everyone, and we're going.
Tonight on Drama Side Quest.
Oh, all right.
Jake Paul comes into the netherworld.
He would die.
He would absolutely die.
I swear to God, most of these YouTubers I watch through the crystal, if they were to step through a portal into Morscar or Sarthos, anywhere in Voth, they would instantly take an axe to the face. And it's not because they're YouTubers. It's because we don't like strange people who have fucking cum in their hair. Yeah.
It's an important last detail because we're going to sound like colossal hypocrites. We just don't like strange people.
No, he had to make it more specific. That's how you get, the pointy hair and yeah.
We don't like your kind around here.
Cum hair.
Get out of here, jizz head.
I think I saw that episode, and they had some very valid points about pandas.
I would love to see, like, a modern SJW type come through the portal and then run into a band of Volgothan savages and try to explain to the Volgothan barbarians their preferred pronouns.
Like Sam Harris, right?
I mean, like, do they not know that that's a good way to just be roasted alive and eaten? And the Volgothan people are not cannibals, but they would most likely eat somebody like that because they would mistake them for a cum-drenched squirrel.
Why a cum-drenched? Oh, okay. If I saw a cum-drenched squirrel, I just say, "Oh, the furries are about."
Just
kick him out.
Get the lightning weasel! Get it, kill it! We want dinner tonight.
Teach
I
the
like to
raping.
imagine them bitching about the carbon footprint as they spin.
Teach the raping trees not to rape.
It's the happy fun time forest. They've changed the name to be less less offensive. So it's forced happy time forest.
If you make a decree that it's not allowed, they won't bother you. So it's fine.
Yeah.
Surprise intimacy time, perhaps.
Big side note, disclaimer, everybody. Raping trees don't care about the law.
They don't care much about anything except fire.
Yeah, they care about rape and fire. That's about it.
Isn't that a book by Tolkien? No, the other guy.
No, that's a George R. R. Martin without a doubt.
The George R. R. Martin, yeah. Rape and Fire.
Rape and fire. A song of rape and fire.
Literally, that's what happens in the Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah.
Rape and fire.
Oh, this show's off to a great start. A song of rape and fire.
I heard it had a better ending than actual Song of Ice and Fire.
HBO just pricked up their ears. Money? Where's money? I hear money. Oh.
It's such a pity that we probably won't live to see George R. R. Martin actually finish the story himself.
He doesn't have to.
It's also a pity that he probably won't live to see it either.
Yeah.
I mean, after they literally raped his intellectual property, I wouldn't be surprised.
Look, I think it was always on the plan for him to pull Robert Jordan on everyone.
I think they just literally shit their pants. Or like, oh, we only have 8 seasons to finish, or 7 seasons to finish out the story with 5 episodes. And the last season,
Yep.
No.
Speaking of raping trees, every time I see a tree hugging hippie bitch about climate change, I'm like, come to my world. I got a tree for you to hug. These trees hug you back. In Moscow, you do not hug trees. Trees hug you.
It's a very bad hug.
What were you going to say, Lyra, before I rudely interrupted you on purpose?
Oh, yes. I was just gonna ask Arcturus. Isn't Robert Jordan the one who they're casting people for the TV series for his book series? And they've already cast like a bunch of people from a race of all white people as black people. So it's off to a good start.
Is it kind of like
what is this? Wait, what is the context?
They're going to turn the Wheel of Time into a TV series. Oh,
Yeah, they're making a
God's
Wheel
help
of
you
Time
all,
series.
you poor fools. Look, I tried reading that crap, but the women are just insufferable in text. You just want to shut them up, and they're not actually making any noise. Because they're in this book, it's in text, and you just want to tell them to shut up.
There's not a kitchen in sight in that fucking book. Just someone give these bitches a toaster oven. Something.
Considering what they get up to, it would be an improvement.
Oh man. You know, speaking of other entertainment news, I saw recently on Twitter over the weekend that Ewan McGregor, who is in the new Birds of Prey movie with Harley Quinn and all the other DC vixens, he said in an interview that Birds of Prey is a feminist movie. And I would like to put that under a category called How to Make People Not Watch Your Movies.
I thought calling a woman a bird was an old sexist term in the world.
Look, I've been doing some research on
Yeah.
this Harley Quinn character, and apparently there are a ton of them. The Joker just kills them when they get too annoying and brainwashes another. So which one is it in this show?
The stupid one.
Which one?
That didn't.
That really narrowed it down, didn't it?
Mm.
I'm sorry, is it so much to ask for good characters that are well written regardless of their gender? I mean,
Yes.
is it really? Why does being a woman have to be the central focus? It's like the new Batwoman. They're trying to promote the hell out of that again.
Well,
And
don't make her too sexual either, or too feminine, because
Like,
that also is bad.
I saw
Boobs are bad, okay?
bullshit. Show them off, girl. Was she, you know?
Boobs are bad, okay?
Boobs are bad, yeah. Like, boobs are bad. Come to SideQuest. Like,
Come to side quest.
yeah. Hold on. I just came. Anyway, hot skeleton bitch with tits. Yeah. Welcome to SideQuest.
Call me Skelly Tits.
Skelly tits.
Skelly Tits.
This is Halloween. This
Yeah,
is
we did.
Halloween. Boy,
was thinking-
that would interrupt that song instead of Jack Skellington come out just Alisteria with her fucking knockers. Just this is Halloween. This is ho
Ho.
whoa.
Ho, ho. It is a Christmas movie, too, so that also makes sense.
Merry Christmas.
Clearly we need a remake of Nightmare Before Christmas, but with a female Jack Skellington, Jane Skellington.
Oh, please don't give Hollywood any more ideas. So anyway, I saw an article about the new Batwoman, and producers and writers have confirmed to Entertainment Weekly that the character, the gay lesbian Batwoman, will date women and go on dates and have love affairs with many women throughout the show.
Is this a porn?
This is basically them saying, you know, she's gonna be a normal lesbian. So look for very exciting things in the show, like Batwoman going on dates, doing her taxes, and cleaning her bathroom.
I would be interested.
As we all know, it's so very hard to market lesbians to a wider audience. I mean, so it's such a challenge. They're really pushing the boundaries here.
How are you going to make a movie solely based on someone's sexuality, but not involve sex in it?
I'm sure it'll be, because it's the CW, it'll be implied sex, like they'll just wake up in the morning and be in bed together, their hair will be perfect, they don't look like they just got done eating each other's fur burgers.
I'm
at all.
going to watch a lesbian Batwoman. I want the L world tier lesbian sex.
Just put the scissors down.
I'd be goddamn if I don't want to
Just-
see thick Superwoman go down on a thick
All right,
Batwoman.
all right.
Okay?
I know you want, I know you want to see them scissor, but you don't have to threaten everybody on screen.
Is this ASMR?
No, not even a
Are
little
you
bit.
fishing for more, Alistair?
Everybody donate, somebody donate $50, and Alisteria and Lyra will scissor the portals.
I think you're gonna ask for more than 50 for that.
Yeah, we're at like $500 for titty tassels, $50 for scissoring the portals.
$5,000 for scissoring the portals. I'll scissor any kind of portal for $5,000.
She will snuggle up to Bruce Jenner. I'm sorry, Kylie.
Oh. Kylie Jenner is the daughter.
Whatever that Bruce changed his name to. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, the Kylie one, I would snuggle with her. She's kind of pretty.
Is she?
Yeah.
I totally said, what did Bruce change his name to?
I don't-
Caitlyn. That was it.
With a C instead of a K.
Right.
Because that was the deal.
I can't keep track of these musical genders.
I'm Caitlyn. Call me Caitlyn.
I loved how Bruce Jenner changed it to a woman and won all kinds of awards and stuff, because apparently men can be better women. And
hey, it works in the Olympics.
Was like Woman of the Year and all this and that. Everybody praised how brave she is and all this and that. Then she was like, by the way, I'm still Republican. And everybody went, put the brakes on! Put the fucking brakes on! Like, she ain't been in the news since.
Yeah.
Driven strategy. Some people can't win any sort of athletic competition until they transition.
Didn't she have dinner with another trans Republican named Blair White, who was trash talking her literally a year before?
I have no idea.
About how she's a creepy old man.
I don't know.
I remember that specifically, that happening, and be like, oh, this is disappointing. Oh.
I'm guessing she didn't call her a creepy old woman.
No, creepy old man is what she called her on a Shane Dawson radio station, and then, a year later had dinner with her like it never fucking happened.
By the way, we have permission, like we have enough social credit on this stream to talk about things like this, because in our world, none of this is really that odd. It's like they make such a big deal out of it. They try to invent pronouns and all this and that. Here it's like, you banged an orc, who gives a shit? You use magic to change your sex so that you could seduce a king and become powerful. Who gives a shit? No one cares. No one cares. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. People here are more worried about, like, civil war and plague and dragon attacks. They don't give a fuck what's between your legs or who you're fucking. So apparently, the Earth Realm, at least in the western countries of the Earth Realm, they really have nothing else to bitch about. That's how good everything is. They have nothing else to bitch about.
Seems that way.
They're quite privileged, it would seem. First world privilege, maybe.
No, it's extraordinary. They've had to invent entire new sins.
Yeah. They start talking about mansplaining and manspreading and things like that, and I'm like, you get to shit indoors. Go fuck yourself. No.
I'm working on that, though.
Now, very wealthy people have indoor plumbing. All right, very wealthy people.
What's that?
This is because they don't understand the benefit of expanding it to everyone. And if everyone's not shitting in the street, the entire city smells better, whether you're poor or rich.
Yeah, but why do you care if you're rich? Why would you want to prop up the poor? You need to subjugate them. They're peasants.
Oh, I know. That's not incompatible. It's just that you don't have to smell them when you're going down the street. Everyone wins.
What kind of rich person goes to the commons?
The kind who needs to win an election.
Oh.
No,
Lyra's talking about that weird shit elves do. They elect their leaders, Arcturus. Can you fucking believe that? They elect people. Ain't that fucking weird?
What a bunch of hippie weirdos.
Bunch of fucking oddball weirdos. The fuck is a democracy? Get the fuck out of here with your weird elven words.
The clearest damnation of the concept of democracy, although personally I don't believe they are counting their own votes.
What's funny is the elves are like, maybe we should let the fairies in and let them vote. And then other elves are like, fuck no, build a wall.
Yeah.
Can you imagine like an AOC of the Elven world? She's like, we must let free healthcare for all illegal fairies.
Could you imagine a fake AOC in the Elven world crying in front of a fake scene to send it out across the land? Like a fake wall?
Do you remember what happened to the...
That poor woman, so very triggered by parking lots.
What sucks is she would have to stand there for long periods of time crying while the painter paints her, because we don't have photography.
And then the entirety of our race goes bankrupt just trying to treat Erlen's STDs, and then it's not an issue anymore.
That was good. Can you imagine, like, some elf standing up in front of the Elven AOC and is all like, we need to eat the fairies! We need to eat them!
I mean, they're basically like bugs, right? So it's plenty of protein.
What the hell? I like Elven diplomacy now. It would destroy them. I'm for this.
Oh, this is what you get with a democracy, you stupid elves.
Look, they just need to make it a contest. Jousting or something.
I've been to the Elven Senate, okay, one time. One time I went to the Elven Senate. I cast an illusion spell to make me look like an elf. And I went to the Elven Senate because I was curious about it. and nothing can get done. Nothing. It's
You're
just
elf curious?
Yes.
You were a little elven curious?
So that's why
hasn't
Lyra's
been?
on...
I also disguised myself as Arcturus so that I could cure some of his more lovely female patients.
Oh, so that was you. Hey, wait, did you make donations last Sunday? Because someone else swapped my identity for that too. Was it you, Magog? I'll find out. You could just come out with it now.
I admit to nothing.
Magog was actually asking for the ASMR request that was ear raping me all night.
This does make a troubling amount of sense.
Yeah, I go through all this trouble to groom Alisteria to come on this show. And, you know, I promised that she would move into my wizard tower.
Oh no. It sounds like another wizard in the elf world. Oh
I was expecting to say...
He smells of onions. Oh no.
Just to see them tatas.
Oh no.
I have a bath prepared for you, with absolutely no peepholes nearby. I promise!
Is it full of elf pee?
It's full of elf pee, yes. Come over for a come over for a nog bath. Like a nice egg nog bath.
You thought that one woman selling her bathwater was terrible.
I'll have
The
to
elven
go
urine
to
market is disgusting.
around the time of Yule, I'll have to go to the Earth Realm and go buy some, you know, what's it called? When they put it in box of like.
Yes.
When they put it in the box, you know, and then you drink from it. Elfcom, marketed Elfcom.
Yeah, they celebrate Christmas. We celebrate Yule Brenner, and it's a wholly different holiday.
There's less men being put on crosses.
That's absolutely not true.
Oh wait, there's more men being put on crosses.
It's a lot more authentic on that point. It is much shinier though, especially with the traditional shaving and polishing the old dome.
Yeah, I believe in the Vladimir Tepes version of crucifixion. You know, you save a lot more wood. He was for climate change. You know, it's just the one piece of wood instead of two. You know, and you just slam them onto it.
It is more efficient.
Yeah. Impalement is much better for the environment, I mean.
Hot.
Yeah. Impalement is much better for the environment. Hashtag Vlad, the Vlad climate change. Dracula climate change. All right. Let's get to some super chats now that we're over halfway through the show. I can't believe us just bullshitting for half an hour actually worked. Vladimir Dragunov says, obligatory death to knife ears. Hashtag humanity first. Hashtag human master race. Lyra, any thoughts on that?
Thanks. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Now she's going to have to go to the Senate and complain.
My thoughts are well said.
Man, I hated the Elven Senate. I just walked in and they were just like, every time an Elven senator would stand up to present something,
He would sniff his own fart.
He'd get 15, 20 seconds in and then somebody would be like, point of personal privilege. Point of personal privilege. That got Arcturus.
It did. It did.
You're my special purple princess today.
Purple princess.
Ajax Stormwing says, what happened to the wings? Arcturus, you're the best. Please harm something. $5 activation for Arcturus. Boom.
Right, then harm something. They didn't specify which of my choice, is it?
Yep, $5. Harm whoever you wish.
Oh dear, who can I really go after? Lyra!
I'm shocked.
Yes, you probably saw this coming from a long way with your elven eyes.
Point of personal privilege. Hold on. Point of personal privilege. All right. Let's be more let's be more inclusive to other people in the room, Arcturus.
Let's
okay?
refer to them by their actual pronouns.
Right.
Goblin and goblinos.
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 I like hashtag goblinos.
Yes.
Oh, right. Yeah. All right, go ahead, Arcturus. Attack Lyra.
So, Lyra...
Point of personal privilege. Hold on. Does he have to speak while attacking her? Can he just stare at her longingly or something? It's very
I can
uncomfortable.
try a death glare, but you're going to have to focus it on me for the duration.
All right, we'll do that.
Okay, death glare it is.
Point of personal privilege. Your toxic male gaze.
Please stop. Get the fuck away from the crystal. Step back. Point of personal privilege. Point of personal fucking space.
Yeah. All right.
You've all gotten...
All right, joke's over. We're not going to do it again. We're not going to do it. All right, point of personal privilege. Arcturus needs to finish his attack. So go, Arcturus.
I thought there was... I can't lean in and stare. Look, my hands are tied at this point. Well, suffice to say, I was wanting to know, Lyra, do you know where goblins come from?
Where did they come from, sir?
I was wondering if you know, because it would seem like something that might happen when one of your budding adventures goes wrong, and if someone's going to get their own reproduction wrong, it would be you. So, do you have any children you'd like to acknowledge?
No.
Didn't the egg beater take care of that?
Oh.
And that's...
The egg beater. That actually is a perfect name for it.
Egg beater? Yeah.
It's like...
Elven Planned Parenthood.
Egg beaters.
I need...
It didn't make more of them. I was shocked. It didn't work that way.
Oh, man. My chicken ovary beater. I need that. Vladimir Dragonov says, Onision is the cockroach of YouTube, and that's all you need to know, my Lord Commander. Thank you for that information. Vladimir Dragonov also says, they'll complain on how you don't need self-loading crossbows, and any sword what requires 2 hands to use. Just get an axe or a short sword. Okay, I guess he's talking about,
elves.
Weapons bans. Yeah.
Look, they can refuse to use crossbows all they want. I'm going to ensure everyone else has as much as they like. For a reasonable fee.
Crossbows are a brilliant invention.
Oh, and my miniaturization efforts are fantastic. They were supposed to be just prototypes, but you can really load some nasty poison darts into those things.
Oh yeah, the thieves will love those, because they're easily concealable too.
Huge boon.
Yeah, thieves aren't what you think in my world. Thieves are not like actual thieves. Not every thief steals things. Thieves is a class. It's like a rogue. Basically, they have a concealed carry permit.
If they don't know you're carrying it.
That was a long-ass concealed carry joke. I don't know if you guys know this, but I like to drone on and on and on because my favorite type of comedy is the ones that use...
Never shutting the fuck up.
that use vastly overextended metaphors. Zeralith says, Lyra, serenade the rape tree on Magog. Side note, check your channel comments after the show.
Oh, that's ominous.
Yes. Berserk Shirt Bear says, yes, Ark, the women in his book are realistic.
Wow.
I would say that it can't be true of all women. If that were the case, then just over the course of this show alone, I would have not just simply snapped my neck, but ripped my own head completely off just to make it stop.
He just doesn't like how many big words are in those books. They're very long, very small print.
Wouldn't be the first time he ripped head.
I don't know what was funnier. her lame-ass attempt at humor or that goofy fucking duck face she pulled at the end.
Probably looks funny with a skull face, too.
You should do, like, duck face selfies. Just take the crystal, you know?
Entire novel just devoted to them bitching at each other. And that was before he croaked.
I'll post plenty of selfies on my Crystalgram.
It's lovely that you were able to accentuate your dick-sucking lips. Jim Adams says close enough. $5. I'm assuming he wanted scissoring of portals.
Oh. Well, that's, what, 0.1% of the donation goal?
Not even
speaking, if you just want to make them happy, you could just cover the eye of it and just make weird squishing noises for a few minutes. Like they're gonna know a difference.
Half dollar one says, poor Jester was accused of goblin splaining.
Well, he did get those, goblin power super chats last night, so...
It was extraordinary. He lost the alliance of goblins in real time. I think that might be working for me now.
Goblins will work for anyone who has gold coin and dildos.
Sounds familiar.
Oh. It looks like I'm gonna lose them to Alistaria then.
Ajax Stormwing says, Arcturus attack Magog with ASMR. Another $5 activation for Arcturus.
Oh no.
It's a 2-for-1 because I know it's going to call it Alistaria, irregardless, but...
Magog. How do you feel about ASMR? Does it make things rise from the dead for you?
It makes me want to put the lotion on the skin just for you.
You both are
backfired.
disgusting.
I'll have to content myself with Alistaria's deeply pained expression, and also Lyra's, more importantly still. Look what you missed on Sunday, Lyra.
That actually...
I'm so sad.
That actually killed Lyra because of her gross out face. I took a health point. It was her last one.
Oh, god damn it.
Die.
Great victory!
Whatever. I don't care. I'm dying now. Bye-bye.
It's not the first time she's gone down. $1 says, Magog, can you have Ark acknowledge your super chats like a jester?
Are you sure you want that, Magog? I'll happily help you to enjoy it as much as I do.
Is he talking about that thing where he goes, My Lord?
Yeah, the screaming retard. Yes, that one.
Oh, yeah. We can refrain from that. Sorry, $1 one. This is not going to happen. Dollar Bill says, I'm a dwarf that likes hobbit women. Am I okay?
What's the difference?
Whatever floats your boat, man.
Maybe less beard, more hairy feet.
And
It's like a
JTRW.
beard on their feet.
I guess the hobbits
That
do
explains
have the
it.
pointy ears. They do have the pointy ears.
They have a lot of
They
hair.
don't have the beard.
They have a lot of hair on their chest, a lot of hair on their heads, a lot of hair on their feet, no hair on their privates. It's weird.
Yes. They're like the Native Americans of our world. They don't have the facial hair.
JTRW says, activate the elf. Rated R starts Monday. And I will do that when she returns. So that was $50 activation for Lyra, the only activation of the show as of 47 minutes. Crazy how that happens. And it's always Lyra because they love how pensive and skittish she is. It's very popular. Yeah.
They like bullying the autistic elf. Go figure that the internet likes bullying autistic.
I want Lyra.
elves.
I want Lyra to come back and be like, "How dare you? You stole
Make fun of
my
Minecraft
dreams.
build.
You stole my dreams and my childhood."
How dare you make fun of my train tracks?
And then she like walks and gets on a private boat, sails off into the west. All right. Vladimir Dragonov says, I've been belittled for carrying a longsword coated in liquid silver by someone with a dead lightning weasel for hair. So, of course, when a werewolf jumped out and mauled them, I just laughed. Of course! You know, they don't know anything about self-protecting. You know, they only care that people confirm their biases and their fucking victimhood and their virtue. You know? Lyra, return! Return from the dead.
Is protecting yourself. We do have a super chat from Lord Tarek of Sarthos.
Super chat. I did the super chat.
I'm sorry. Streamlabs. I'm apparently still in Sunday mode.
Oh, yes, okay. Yes, go ahead.
Lord Tarek of Sarthos donated 1 Earthbuck to say, some healing eggnog for the elfnophobe. Does it taste like salt or pineapple? I don't know who he's referring to. I do not fear elves. That's what elfnophobe means. I don't fear elves. I hate elves. It's a key distinction. So, which one of you fears the elves?
How much was that donation?
$1.
He's not scared of the salty stuff either, so you addressed him incorrectly.
He's not afraid to drink elfy cummies, I'll have you know.
I assume you're referring to Magog because...
fuck you talk about?
It's really just
I've
eggnog.
do with elves as possible. And I'm actually deeply disturbed by how much my contempt has lessened for Lyra over time. I'm fighting it. I will get over this hurdle. I will learn to hate again.
Yay, friends!
You have weird friends.
Kind of shows her kind of mental state when all of her friends mentally, talk
Isn't
about
that basically
her.
the story of our lives, Magog?
Yes. Goddamn dragons. Shh! Fucking dragons flying over.
Oh yeah, that. They do sound distinctly a lot like airplanes.
Rufus!
Shut up! Dragons.
They sound distinctly like airplanes.
I think it's gone. Dragons.
So much
Dragon
trauma.
fame was American Airlines.
Dragons. We're gonna do this for 2 more minutes.
Get excited there. This little wet
Well,
Dragons!
we need a moment while Magog gets over his flashbacks and the trembles.
Okay, I think it's gone.
Rufus.
And that is an activation for Lyra, JTRW. Lyra, congratulations, you've killed us all.
Yay!
Oh boy.
Is that a good old boy or a bad old boy? No one knows. Because I'm a fucking autist, man.
And that is an activation of Lyra's special attack. We are all now very dead.
for the elf.
Good
yes.
luck.
I hope you enjoy talking about your Legos while we're gone.
Yes, die. I like when they... Dragon! Dragon! No!
Well, my drink is so frozen. Hold on a minute. This isn't working. Should I use the baby end? No, it's fine. I'll be all right. Hi, everyone. Oh, that's drippy. Oh, that's okay. I'll worry about that later. How are you? I'm fine, thanks. I'm good. Fine and good at socialization and having people look at me and yeah. Hi. It's a good time. I'm having a great time. I hope you also are having a good. Yeah. I had some interesting interactions with some of those peculiar Earth folk, such as yourselves today, through the crystal. And apparently there are many of the horrifying faction of people called male feminists who are suddenly extremely upset about the fact that there are boobies in your video games and your animes and things. So that was interesting. It was very interesting to talk to a bunch of people who supposedly dedicate their lives to defending women and protecting women's honor and making sure that they have a voice and are not marginalized. And when I say I'm a woman, I may not be human, but I'm female and I like boobies. Suddenly those people don't like you very much. And don't want your voice to be heard or your opinions to be relevant, and it's very strange.
Resurrection time.
Man, I'm glad I brought the good poison. I was going to try to use this stuff I wasted so much gold on. So it's just all gone.
Did everyone enjoy Lyra talking about her favorite Sonic the Hedgehog character for 2 minutes?
Hey, true and honest friends would not treat me like this.
No one's ever made fun of their autistic friend before.
That's an acute observation, Lyra.
I can't help it, you suffer from Elsperger.
High-functioning Elfsperger.
Yes.
Elspergers.
Elfsperger's coming out.
That was one of my worst jokes.
I liked it.
That's one of my worst jokes.
If you haven't already applied it, I want to use that health potion to, top me off. I'm just almost there, and it's...
Nope, I already used it before you died.
What?
Yeah, I used it
Damn.
instantly. You didn't tell me not to.
Well,
Maybe you'll get another one.
Touche.
How do you think I feel? I'm half health. Because of that crap joke, I'm at half health.
Guess nobody cares.
I hope you get kidney stones.
Swearing that I've seen that you have boobs, Lyra. I continue to press X to doubt.
They're here. They're out of the frame. They're
here.
Just...
They're queer, but mostly they're shy. Ooh.
Yes.
Oh my god! Alistaria just died for some reason. Just randomly like that. That was so weird.
That's weird.
I don't know what happened. That just, she just fucking died for 2 minutes. Just gone. It's a strange plague. Arcturus, look into this. We keep having random people die on screen without any insults or anything. It's
baffling. Last time it was because she choked on a ball gag.
Yeah. I just... Really? Well, I missed something.
Yeah, clearly you haven't watched the Sunday show. You probably shouldn't. It went fine.
It's so boring, though. I'm joking.
This is actually curing the trippy effects of the other poison.
Oh, lords, gods, preserve us.
Here, everyone, all of you chat people are distraught about my boobs. They're here. They're present-ish. They're just resting. They're here.
Wait,
I have proved their existence.
Them frantically stuffing it in between the last shot.
It's like a child.
They can pull the handkerchiefs back out now.
I think, and I don't even think it's like a sexual thing. They honestly want to know who actually has the biggest boobs in side quest. They want to know this because Alistaria right now is winning. I mean, Erilyn hers has grown a little bit, you know, but they're nowhere near Alasteria's.
I mean, I did. We would just have to compare, probably in person, you know, just to make sure precisely they.
Right. Yeah. We can get. I mean, I have a tape measure.
Just for accuracy's sake.
Right, and I'm blind anyway, so you guys could totally I'm volunteering to, I can measure, and you won't have to worry about me being creepy, because my dead white eyes would be just looking at you.
Right.
And can't see anything at all.
Curiously, Lyra is the only member of the cast who have not made an appointment with me at any time, so I just assume they're hiding something.
I assume it's because you hate elves, you dumb shit.
I have ethical standards.
I don't believe you. At all.
He's like, she goes in, she's like, Arcturus, I'm really sick, and we have a show on Friday, I'm really sick. Is there anything you could do? And Arcturus just examines her and he goes, okay, I see the problem. And she's like, what is it? You're alive.
Oh, I wouldn't bother with that. I'll know she'll be back.
Drink this and I'll see you in hell.
For about 2 minutes.
All right, a resurrection time for Alasteria. Come back, Alasteria. Are your boobs reading me?
Yes. I think we all know who has the biggest chest here, my guy. Come on, don't be shy.
What I'm horrified by is that I get the impression that after you grafted a dick onto Lyra, that she actually went to see Jester about it.
Oh man, if what the hell is that?
Oh, this device. Somebody paid me $50 last night to put in my mouth. Can you believe it? You missed out.
They ended the show on that too. They were very determined to give them their money's worth.
Was it
$50?
Was
just to put it in my mouth.
Was it sexual or was it to shut you the fuck up?
Doesn't matter. I got $50.
What I want to know is how they knew she had one.
Joker made a joke about, or the Jester, made a joke about me wearing a ball gag to shut the fuck up, and I humbly said,
you always just call him the fool.
I said I went through the dead hooker's dumpster and I happened to find one. So
the fact that you have that, and it's pink.
Yes.
My mind is a twitch with questions.
That's the only twitchy thing you got.
I did miss the show. Now, wait a minute. I have another question. This brings up did you have the skeleton makeup on last night when you did this?
No, I had other makeup.
So you have yet to wear the ball gag.
With the skeleton makeup.
All right, if someone donates $50 right now, we'll activate Alasteria. The other three of us will die. But she just has to put that in and stare into the screen for 2 minutes.
Again.
Yes, again. Well, no, let's see. Somebody killed me last night to where I couldn't. Some lad.
It was a freak accident. She just choked on me right there.
And then I died, and he didn't get to experience me 2 minutes with this thing in my mouth. It sounds like a gift.
You got to explain what today's show is going to be at the end. No one could understand you, of course, but you did try.
Hold that closer to the screen, Alasteria. Let it switch to you. Make some noise.
Ah!
All right, now. I'm gonna go out on a limb. Say,
look at the nose.
You like to be somewhat kinky, but not all the way kinky, because I notice it has breathing holes in it.
Yeah, that's what it came with, unfortunately.
Doesn't stop it from getting lodged in the throat, though.
So it's definitely like, okay, I want to be a little kinky, but I want to be able to I don't want to be choked out.
I mean, it is pink, and it is it can fit in my mouth.
That is
and it's not made of rubber.
It's that's a city girl's fucking ball gag.
Yeah, I would lend you this, but it doesn't match.
$50 to go in the ball gag.
Do they all have fucking sexual torture devices? The hell is going on my show?
In the
Watch
Earth
the
world,
Sunday show.
any device can be a sexual device. Any device can be a sexual device.
I don't like that. That's scary.
Any
No.
can be a sexual
The
device.
most horrifying thing is he's not wrong, and the internet has proven that extensively.
Oh, I don't even know what to. Where do I go from here, Arcturus? I don't.
Well, I suppose we can catch up on the super chats and stream.
Yeah, I'll go do it.
Yeah, it
All
looks
right.
like there's mischief afoot in the chat.
I mean, there are things I can whinge about, but
JTRW says, Rufus, where are you? Dragons.
Pure degeneracy in chat.
Chef James says, a healing for the glory of the elf no state.
Oh,
So there's a healing, a $2 healing. Do you want to save it or do you want to use it now?
I want to use it now, please.
All right.
I'm so glad to hear that.
All right. And we have Vladimir Dragonov says, remember that should always make sure the person who wrote the bounty hasn't made any spelling errors because 5k gold to lay a dragon is not worth the burns. Yeah, you shouldn't take those literally. Trust me.
Wow, they can blow fire out of more orifices than I ever knew.
Yeah. Mad Matt says 2 health potions for 2 elf boobs. She's all filled up at the moment. So she'll have to save that one.
She'll have
Thank
to
you.
fill herself up in the meantime.
They thank you. They are here, they are real, and they are grateful. Thank you.
The Killing Joke says $50 for Arky to wear the ball gag.
Oh, that's
he
not
donated
nearly
too.
enough.
That's not close. Oh yeah, that would earn him the name Arcturus the Pegging, and I don't think he wants that.
Octor ass.
Arcturus.
Yeah, we're reaching sums that I need to be able to retire on.
Retire.
I probably will.
Retire from shame. All right, that's the end of my
well,
super
man.
chats. That's the end of my super chats. You got.
Oh, but there's more from Streamlabs. First off, Lord Turkethal host just donated $50 to say, "Oh my God, a ball gag just appeared in the witch's mouth for some reason."
$50? Really?
That's right.
Oh, okay.
You've gotten your wish.
Are you all
and
dead?
Hypothetically,
Or-
many of us have. And finally, Lion Patriot donated 2 Earthbucks to say, "When the thief returns, her melons shall best them all."
It is hard to beat the thief's melons. I never understood how she could be a thief. Like, how does she fit in tight spaces at all?
I was just saying how she could be quiet while they're all flapping around. Flap, 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 dummy thick.
All right,
Turning off the alarms.
let me activate Alistair. The crazy son of a bitch, you actually did it.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I can't wait to spend all this money on potions, cats, dildos, sex toys.
All right, that is an activation of Alistaria's special attack. We are all dead for 2 minutes. 2 fucking minutes of Alistaria literally gagging on a bowl. I'm gonna cancel this fucking show.
I am not even complaining.
I hope you drool on yourself.
Look. Oh, God.
Now you have to, like... This episode is fucking great.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, it's everywhere.
Oh, I'm not sure that was. I'm not sure that was spit.
Whatever it is, it's all over me now.
I ain't even mad.
It was eggnog.
And, this has taught me that I've learned something today. I should have, the first time, immediately authorized this very thing to happen so I could better distance myself from it.
Now you had to live through it twice. I thought it was great.
I only have myself to blame.
Yep, if only... Oh, if now it's going to be like a chase. It's going to be like, Erlin's probably going to be like, fuck, I can't believe I missed tonight's show. I have a ball gag too. And we get titty tassels and do that with the ball gag, and it's going to just build up. Before you know it, by the end of the season, people are going to be paying like $1,000 super chats to see the human centipede.
We're just gonna have our own 50 Shades of Grey here.
I was expecting something like this becomes the new side quest sex toy review stream.
To the base.
We can do. I love how she's left it on. Like it's a totem of power. It's like it's.
You unhook it and it's a perfect cat toy, and then just
This ball gag has. I paid maybe like $12 for a whole set on eBay, and it's gotten me $100. So this is a pretty fancy necklace now.
Lion Patriot says also health for Lord Magog. Thank you so much. I'll use that now. Be all the way back to health, full health. And Vladimir Dragonov says, on a related note, 1k gold to lay a werewolf is not worth the love bites and scratches. Also, Ark, I need to see you for something. Fleas.
I can probably fit you in. Oh no, that sounded terrible.
I could probably fit you in.
That Freud fella, he wasn't just talking about humans from Earth.
I don't know what you mean. I'm offended anyway.
I swear, if I do a compilation of the best of side quests to put on the main channel to promote side quests, get more viewers over here, I am definitely just going to throw Alasteria's ball gag at the end. And just, can we get like one of you just like titty tassels on over a fucking bar stool? Just, I'll put it right at the end.
That $500 is still up,
Poe, fetch my coin purse!
I'm pretty sure someone out there, if they get both events to occur, can then just merge them together using that Photoshop thing.
Alastaria's good. Next time, she's gonna have a ball gag that says, that says, visit my Snapchat. Like...
My premium snap. My magical snap.
No, that's magical snatch. It's a different...
Do I still have to pay $15 for a year-long premium?
It's a magical snatch. It's very warm because of fire magic. I don't know where I'm going with that.
Tune in next week where a certain Sam will buy you a dildo review. I believe on schedule next is the Snatchator 5000.
Oh man, now I just had this. I don't know. This is. My brain goes to fucked up places. I'm saying now Alasteria has an easy bake oven for a vagina. Way, yay! Let's make some cardboard cookies.
They're only the best.
Surprisingly, that's not on the forbidden list, but it probably will be now.
Given that she likes black, but she also likes pink, she would be in the Earth realm a bubblegum goth.
Bubblegum?
Yes.
This also means I like elf cummies in the Earth realm too.
Only the ones that swim deep.
I went over my head. What? Oh, yeah. Learning this. It's a throwback joke. Huh?
She finally got it. She finally got there. She finally got there. All right, if we're all done with Super Chats and Streamlabs, we've got about 15 minutes until the grind. So if anybody has any pertinent topics...
Then I believe there might be some more Super Chats, but if they're not, there's at least one more Streamlabs from the Goblin Gang who donated $10 to say, "I'll hail the Goblin King." And since they didn't say Queen, I suppose this means I haven't lost them to Alistaria yet.
So
Isn't the Goblin Queen Lyra, because she's an elf?
Well, they said Goblin King, so no.
Is that an activation, or were they just praising you?
Apparently, they're just praising me.
Okay, then. Well, congratulations. You know?
Did you guys forget the spell Magog put on me last time? I could easily be the Goblin King.
I like that movie.
Yeah.
What Bay? Bay with the power.
I was about to say,
you said the king and queen of goblins.
I was about to say, if there was anybody who looked anything like David Bowie, it would be Lyra.
Got a point. Just need a bit more makeup.
She has a bulge.
Well, if we move on to kill time, there's something I've been wanting to bitch about.
All right, go ahead.
Look, something's very wrong in your world when apparently there's a curse on all your satire publications. They keep on drifting into real news no matter how much they try to avoid it. Like, just take, for example, a while back, the Times released an article talking about how free speech is killing us. And then Babylon Bee released the same article titled Free Speech is Killing Us. You know what they changed? The author. One is quote-unquote journalist, the other one is Kim Jong-un.
It's been happening for years, Arcturus, in their world, that oftentimes satire news sites become reality.
It's just amazing to watch, in real time, no less. For instance, this one from the Babylon Bee talked about media horrified by lack of violence at Joker screenings. But they are.
They are.
I'm not convinced they didn't interview a CNN representative.
Did you forget to swallow it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's harsh.
I mean, just listen to this one quote. It sounds absolutely dead on. I'm certain there's someone at CNN who feels just like this. "We've had one incident of a guide sharing too loudly fictional violence," said CNN reporter Terry Shelton. "But that was it. There was nothing. Absolutely nothing we can glom onto and spin into a hot take that reinforces the narrative. I am shaken to my core."
Yeah, they really wanted someone to shoot up that Joker movie, didn't they?
Yep.
And then when it didn't happen, they were like, it's still an incel movie, whatever. Like, they tried to promote another movie. They were like, if you want to see a movie about a loner who has trouble fitting into society, don't watch Joker. Watch the independent film Cuck.
Yeah. That's where the best kind of people watch.
Yeah. People are totally gonna not go see the Joker and instead watch a movie called Cuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is with their bizarre promotion of cuckoldry?
It is a strange. And then people use cuck unironically as an insult as well. Like, it became overused, like the word Nazi and the word racist and the word feminist.
One of these are worse than the others. Guess which one?
But which one?
Mm-hmm.
That's a fight in itself, like pizza toppings for some reason.
Yes. It's a very strange world they have. I remember reading one satire article like a year ago talking about, the trans community and how, the new trend is to transition from female to female.
Yes, I heard about that.
Happen?
The term for it is circumgender. And strictly speaking, it's not wrong. I mean, we are, all of us, changing from one moment to the next. None of us were the men or women we were in the past. We are the man or woman we are now, and we're in the process of transitioning into being the man or woman of the future.
Does that mean when you change a gender, when you're circumcised? No, I got the elf. Well, thank you.
Yeah,
it's more body mod.
I remember when the thief was on here, if you mentioned circumcision, she would just... Whew. That was a passion hot topic for her. Like a hot button topic for her.
What, she disagree with mutilating baby dicks?
Yes. And she would catch a lot of shit for it. Yeah, she would, like, you'd be surprised how many people went after her for that. You know?
For
like,
not wanting to mutilate babies?
Well, it was more like not wanting to mutilate babies, but also be willing to joke about it. Like, she had a joke in one of her videos where she was like, what do you call a botched circumcision? A ripoff.
Oh.
And she wasn't pro-circumcision, but she was willing to joke about it. And some guy, I don't even remember his name, she saved all the screenshots for, you know, in case the law had to get involved. This guy was hardcore stalking her and really, like, angry with her over that joke. Like, he was so hardcore against male circumcision. And so is she, but she was joking about it, and you can't do that. You're not allowed to joke about it.
Why is it that the anti-male circumcision people are the most fucking crazy people in their realm?
It's not helping their cause.
No.
That's a steep claim.
Because it's a good cause, right? Like, most people can agree maybe we should stop cutting baby dicks. Like, that's, you know...
For whatever reason, the people that are most passionate about it are all fucking crazy.
Right.
All of them.
But if you joke about a dark topic, this is a problem on the whole with their world, is that dark humor, gallows humor, isn't allowed anymore. It's like, don't they realize that a lot of people who do that type of humor are confronting these dark things and facing them down in their own way in order to deal with them, you know?
And furthermore, if not laughing at them makes them a overzealous basket case, then clearly they've already made the case themselves for embracing dark humor.
Yes. I said in one of my recent videos that I identify as off-color, because it's a very popular thing to be like, that joke was very off-color. So now I would like to push an agenda where if we're going to have people of color, then we're going to have to stop using white and Caucasian and just say off-color. So I identify as off-color.
Sometimes I feel I identify as no color.
That's because you have tragically born without a personality.
Oh. Gracious.
He had no retort. There was no rebuttal.
It was just reality. Just hit in.
just hit him.
That was his baby dick joke. That was his baby dick joke.
Great, now Arcturus is going to stalk me. Vladimir Dragonov says, you can probably guess why I stopped taking contracts from that guy. Laying a werewolf and a dragon is one thing, but I draw the line at 100 goblins. I don't know, that one might be a good time.
Gross.
Ask Arcturus.
I've had absolutely no physical interaction with living goblins.
There's a reason he's the Goblin King.
Look, they were following Joker, and I suspect Jester was being followed because he's allergic, which I made a note of.
Yes.
We need to change the topic. Lyra!
Yes. Oh, that was it? It's my turn now?
Yeah, Lyra, tell us something.
Shit.
Do you two have the same goblets?
I got
it
from the coin store. That's where I got my goblet.
Do you have matching ball gags too?
No.
Damn.
Hers is black.
Hers is black.
I just have my pretty necklace, which I could put on. I mean, if anybody was so inclined and conveyed with.
No, I'm sorry. The bar is already lowered from that point. There's no
not a
ball
necklace.
on it.
Who else
It's not
would
a
keep a
gag.
pretty necklace, you know?
That's not a
Around.
necklace, that's a choker. There's a difference.
Well,
you know why they're called chokers?
Why?
It's to hide The finger marks from when your husband chokes you.
Oh, I never thought of that.
We're gonna call this Kink Quest.
Yeah, apparently. I don't know what Alisaria is holding up, but that's not a choker either. That's one of those vagina straps that just lets the dick through.
This would be a really small dick. I can't even put 2 fingers in there.
Well, I didn't have a good look at it. Plus, it looks fine to me.
Maybe this could fit your dick.
I beat you to the joke and did it on myself.
Oh.
Now she's putting it in her mouth.
Oh.
That's for people who are kinky but smoke their whole lives, so the stoma can fit through.
I just want to say that that'll fit my beak. Call me.
Small beak. That's another tiny
Sometimes I feel
pecker.
very sorry for that wretched thing. That's the most pleasure he can derive in his state.
Nice to know that the Raven has a tiny pecker.
You better watch that shit, Arcturus. I'll come over there and crawl up your fucking ass.
So sensitive.
Gabby G Wiz says health potion for the mad scientist. $5. So that's two $2 health potions and one $1, or, 5 $1.
Ah, well, max me out.
Max you out. Very good. All right.
Much appreciated, Gabby G Wiz.
Yes. Arcturus is all healed up just in time for the grind. Because we got about 5 minutes to the grind. Anything of note before we get to the grind? You guys talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to go pick some good stories from the list.
I was about to say Alisaria. Lyra!
Yeah.
So, explain, how did you wake up wet?
I just kind of did. I was sort of in the middle of nowhere, very bewildered. I'm mostly dry now, fortunately, but I had very little memory. My head kind of hurt, and I felt
also elf pee.
I felt violated. That's all I know. And
I had nothing to do with it. I just want to stress that here and now for the record. Also, I have a question. Have either of you ever heard this sentence before from a sane person? There has never been a bright line between word and deed.
No, I don't believe so.
No,
Please
neither have I.
explain.
I thought that was one of the brightest lines imaginable between saying something and doing something. I mean, how do you get a greater distinction between that?
I don't know.
No idea.
God, you guys suck when I'm
And
not
neither do they.
You suck all the time.
here. No.
Yeah.
The very first sentence of the free speech
Yeah.
is
I don't want
killing us.
to. I don't want to hear that from someone with a ball gag for 2 minutes in their fucking mouth. I'm sorry, you can't even say those jokes now, bitch.
I can say whatever the fuck I want, or I can keep my mouth shut for another $50.
She had that fucking gagging, drooling fucking blowjob mouth. That's just. Women don't understand that. Men actually like that. They don't. Women think that they gotta be all clean and pretty all the time, and they fucking get a cock in their
Like it
hand.
when it's literally
They're like,
covering us.
no, men are like, yeah, gag on it.
I've never understood that personally. And if you need them to gag on it that strongly, it sounds like you're just trying to get them to compensate for you.
Nope.
Throw up on their dick.
Is it any different than women though? Women don't want a guy to go down there and just be like, mwah. Like, women want the guy to come up, his fucking face is soaked, his beard's got like twists and turns in it, and he's like, I can't breathe, but I love you.
Ending up Titanic.
That said, I'm pretty sure they don't want them to gag on it.
Fuck that. Give me a giant clit anyway. I will suck the shit. What?
like how your mic got really quiet right there too.
That my acting in that whole stream of jokes just hurt all the ladies. I just took health points. Not because it was funny, because they were like, "Oh God, he's right."
Magog is 40.
The topic of giant clits came up, and we lost him.
Yeah, we lost.
Indeed.
Speaking of being horny,
You are very quiet though.
guess what time it
It's
is?
strange. Apparently, we've broken him.
What?
Your mic's like really low.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
How about now?
Better.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Speaking of,
Did your knob hit the knob?
yeah. Speaking of, it lifted the table up. I'm gonna have to go do some cock push-ups. Speaking of being horny, guess what time it is? Time for the grind.
Why are you crying like a baby?
I'm uncomfortable.
All right. To all you homewreckers out there, this story is a cautionary tale for you. All right.
Oh boy.
Yep. A North Carolina man sues his ex-wife's lover under homewrecker law and wins $750,000.
Ooh.
So apparently some states in the U.S. have homewrecker laws. And under that homewrecker law, you can sue your ex-partner's lover if they cheated on you with someone. So you are not safe, homewreckers. Not necessarily.
Oh, this explains the prevalence of cuckolding as a trend. It's a trap.
It's always a trap, Arcturus. North Carolina man won $750,000 in a lawsuit against the man he alleged broke up his marriage. Kevin Howard was married for 12 years when his wife told him she wanted to separate. It was like someone calling you and telling you that a family member had just tragically died, Howard told WITN. Howard was awarded $750,000 settlement against his ex-wife's lover under North Carolina's alienation of affection law. According to court, alienation of affection law.
It's an interesting name.
Yeah. Alienation of affection.
It sounds like a FBI album. Not FBI. AFI. Damn it. AFI album.
Yeah, the alienation of affection. That'd be a good album name. Under North Carolina alienation of affection laws, known as homewrecker laws or heart balm laws, heart balm as in a balm that you like rub on a wound. Arcturus knows about bombs and poultices and such.
Yes, and most importantly, don't eat them, you idiot. Not you, of course. It was relevant Sunday.
Yeah, so it's called the homewrecker laws or heart balm laws, which means a case can be brought to the court by a spouse who has been deserted because of the actions of a third party. So guy comes in, seduces this lady. They have an affair. She decides she doesn't love her husband anymore, leaves her husband. The husband sues the lover, not his ex-wife. He sues the lover for breaking up their marriage. He came to my house, ate dinner with my children, and with me and her. So I guess he was a friend, because this guy's been to the house. He ate dinner with me and my children and her. He would
ate her?
Yeah, and then he would visit with her while I was at work. I filed this case because I believe it's very important that people understand that sanctity of marriage is important, especially in this day and age. When people question everyone's morals, people question everyone's liability of a person, and the state backed me up on it, Howard added. There are 6 other states other than North Carolina that allow homewrecker lawsuits, including Hawaii, Illinois, New Mexico, Mississippi, South Dakota, and Utah.
Utah?
The North Carolina law goes all the way back to the 1800s and follows English law dating back to 1745 when wives were considered property. Of course, they had to add that oh, maybe we should. No, we got to get rid of this law because it came from a time when women were considered property. Oh, shut the fuck up. The guy just fucking needed someone to sue. His wife just left him for another man.
I just keep thinking this feels like a very weird sort of reverse dowry.
It is strange to see a man win against a woman in a civil court case. That's
Especially in the Earth realm.
well, technically, I guess he won against another man, but still, I mean, like, could you imagine if this bitch left him, was like, I want to separate, I want to divorce, I want to take half your shit, and the guy's like, and then he goes to divorce court, gets half his shit taken from his wife, even though she's the one who cheated. At least there's some justice for this guy. This guy gets turned around and get fucking almost $1 million. You know, from his fucking wife's lover.
Well, what if your wife just gets real big and fat and she alienates your affection herself? Can you leave her and sue her?
That's when you sue McDonald's.
Well, no, because they're specifically, it's specifically for a third party. So you wouldn't be suing her, you'd be suing,
McDonald's.
You'd be suing Spoons.
Plastic spoons.
Spoons is good business, by the way. Spoon makers. Yeah. Hey, I'd like to follow a lawsuit against Ben and Jerry.
Both Ben and Jerry.
Yeah, I want both them motherfuckers in here right the fuck now. Kelly Gonzalez, the wife, had an independent attorney who said to the news network, I think the law should be repealed. There have been several legislative movements and attempts to have the law removed, but have failed. So Kelly Gonzalez, the wife's independent attorney, said, of course she said she wants the law repealed. It helps men out. Fuck that law.
No, you have to sue Ronald McDonald or Burger King. That shifty bastard.
Yep. On to a sex story.
Hot.
Yep. Here's a sex story for everybody who enjoys sex stories. Not necessarily a sexual incident, but things are getting crazy in Uck.
Oh, no, not Uck.
Oh, the kingdom of Uck again, eh?
Yes, the kingdom of Uck is in the news again. Obviously, with the Brexit and everything happening, Uck is in the news quite a bit. A no-deal Brexit could lead to rise in public sex, minister warns.
Uh-oh.
How undignified, says the elf.
Heaven forbid.
He also went on to say the resulting traffic jams could lead lorry drivers to pursue alternative forms of entertainment.
Excuse me?
Are they gonna masturbate in their cars? While they're bored?
Just public sex will be on the rise because if they leave the EU, public sex will happen everywhere. And then lorry drivers will cause traffic jams because they're watching the public sex instead of, watching porn in their lorries.
Huh.
This
This
is
is a very bizarre set of claims for leaving a trade union.
Is Brexit just a giant sex spell?
At this point, Brexit will lead to literally anything. Anything they can throw at the wall to stick in order for it to not happen. Like these
What that
people
tells me is
insane.
they expect a lot of celebration. I'm just ridiculous levels of celebration.
Yeah, this isn't going to work in his favor at all. It's actually going to work in the opposite. It's like, wait, I want to leave. No, I want to stay in the EU. It's very important. You'll have a lot more public sex. I am changing camps. I'm all Brexit over here.
Isn't Uck where they do the fake taxi thing already? Isn't that just part of their culture?
Yeah, I guess so. How does she know this?
They do smoke faggots over there. I know that.
A cabinet minister confessed
Forbidden list.
What?
I'm talking about a bundle of sticks. Faggots.
No, the word's still forbidden.
No,
Sorry.
Yeah, no, stop it. You're gonna get us banned. A cabinet minister confessed that a no-deal Brexit situation could lead to bored lorry drivers stuck in traffic jams seeking public sex.
Seeking public sex. When you just do it anyways?
I thought that was truck drivers in general anyway. Has anybody ever heard of a lot lizard?
Oh, yeah, the meth prostitute?
Yeah, the prostitutes that hang out at truck stops, and you just pull up and you're like, hey, I got an hour. Get on in the truck, baby.
So they're predicting that the cab drivers are going to have more public sex. So they're concerned about traffic accidents.
Go to Pornhub. Taxi drivers apparently are having all kinds of sex. There's even a female fake taxi driver.
There is, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that, but probably, maybe.
I mean, don't they charge by, how long it takes them to be in the taxi? I mean,
I just want to note that the elves' timid nature is slipping a little. The mask is falling, and there's like a perv behind it. She has this face, right? She's just like, I don't like side quest. It upsets me. And then the mask falls off, and she's like, oh, sorry.
We're rubbing off on them vigorously.
Vigorously. Oh, by the way, somebody's gonna clip me going. Somebody's gonna do it. It's guaranteed. It's gonna end up in the side quest gallery at the end of the. So, initially reported by the Times, the cabinet minister was caught at the Conservative conference this week worrying about the potential increase in dogging near the channel ports in a no-deal Brexit scenario. Such a scenario.
Worried about docking?
Dogging. Dogging is a term for public sex. Yes, it's a.
Oh, I thought
you know how dogs at a dog park will just start fucking humping each other. That's dogging. Yeah. Dogging is also a genre of pornography. If you like to watch people just pull up in a car and open up the door and spread her legs and like 6 guys just come walking over,
Like a clown car.
Yeah, just a sexy clown car. Not the one that Jester drives. That is not a sexy clown car.
I didn't know he knew how to drive.
He doesn't. He thinks he does, but he doesn't.
He
is old.
Doing this all day?
That was an old people driving joke.
He continually forgets he knows how to read.
Yeah. I even saw a pornography from their world one time of dogging, and to announce to the men in the area that a woman is ready to have multiple men come and bang her in the ass, they put a special horn on the vehicle. It's like the ice cream. It's like an ice cream truck for fucking sex. Just you're sitting in there. You're sitting in your house playing fucking Skyrim, and all of a sudden you hear, "Oh baby, I'm gonna go get me some sex."
Do we have enough quarters?
I just want one lollipop.
Hot.
Strange.
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
I think I have some lollipops actually in the next door.
You have one around your neck.
Oh, I do.
Now I know why. Now I know why people watch you through the window.
Oh god. Oh yeah. I heard. Never mind.
So he's worried
going around.
He's worried about an increase in dogging near channel ports in no-deal Brexit scenario. Such a scenario would be the result of Britain leaving the European Union without a formal withdrawal deal, something that Prime Minister Boris Johnson says will happen if the EU refuses to compromise before October 31st. If lorries were backed up and stuck in traffic jams before taking the crossing to France, because they have to actually have papers to cross and stuff, then apparently they're just gonna start fucking.
Well,
so they're gonna rise, like the dead are gonna rise on October 31st, because it's Halloween. And also, orgies are gonna be on the street. So Grandpa, who's dead, is going to watch you plow a girl. Nice to know.
Okay, this is a direct quote.
Brexit will shut down the Ghostbusters containment grid.
It is
a different kind of ectoplasm.
Yeah, it is true. This man has no dick. This is a direct quote. I want you guys to keep in mind, this is a direct quote from an elected politician in the Kingdom of Uck. One of the things we talk about in these no-deal meetings concerns haulers and their activities, meaning truck drivers. The main thing is whether they will turn up at the channel ports with the right paperwork. But there are also dogging hotspots all over the place.
Somebody bring a lot of doggy bags.
I'm guessing they know because they've been to each and every one.
Dogging is a British term for having sex in public while others watch. It is common in car parks, the woods, lay-bys across the country. Concerns about a spike in dogging were mostly focused on British lorry drivers. Do Europeans even do dogging? The minister asked. There is something deeply British about dogging. He said that! He actually said that in a no-deal Brexit meeting.
Wow. That's great.
They stick their pinkies up in the air while they're fisting each other.
This guy is...
I dare.
Something
That's
tells
a very
me...
weird sort of national pride, isn't it?
Yeah, something tells me this guy is, like, covering up for something he does on a regular basis. Like, I'm sorry, this is some projection language right here. He's just like, well, what about dogging? What the hell is that? Oh, it's something I read about. I would never do it, honestly. I would never do it on Thursdays at 2 a.m. I would never do that.
After they
It's
have
your
their
coincidence
teeth.
I know the location of every one of them along this shipping route.
After they have their teeth, they go out dogging, they snog, and they dog. Get it? Snogging and dogging.
Snogging and dogging, yep.
Snogging and dogging.
Snogging is
Yay.
another word for making out, I suppose you could say. In England, it's an English term.
It's a very gross term. Think
Yeah,
of pigs rubbing their noses together. Snog.
All right. Before we get on to the next story, I would like to take a break and read Super Chats. I'm sure our our audience is utterly confused by now.
There have been some comments.
Health Potion for the Mad Scientist was the last one we read. So JTRW gave $2 to say she had a special dream.
I did, I guess. I hope it was a dream.
$1 says Jester and Riffies make a wet elf. Riffies? Riffies? Riffies. Make a wet elf.
Does he mean rupees?
I guess.
Probably roofies.
Speaking of health potions, Arcturus, you did take some damage, so I'm going to give you another one of your health potions. And Lyra, I believe, have some waiting in the wings. So we're going to heal her too.
Thank you.
That should be the end of it there. Vladimir Dragonov says, though at least I wasn't dumb enough to accept the succubus bounty. Oh, you should have taken that one. That's good fun. Wes Kite says...
Learning, maybe.
Right. Oh, you'll die happy. That's for sure. Succubuses are hot. Wes Kite says, I live for the grind. Love for the grind. I love for the grind. I live for the grind.
I dog for the grind.
Ajax Stormwing says, Arcturus, do damage to Magog with ASMR. Also something intelligent. So
Yeah,
that
I
is
saw that
a
one come in,
$10.
and that seems contradictory, but I'll do my best.
I'll make it.
All right, that is an activation. Go ahead.
Magog. Have you made changes to ensure that you don't knob your knob again?
Yes, I was sure to do that. I don't know what.
And now I have to do something smart because that sure as hell wasn't it. Magog, I quit.
That's the smartest thing he ever did. Oh man, now I'm hungry for some fava beans and a nice Chianti. JTRW says Wet Pool, starring Clit Southhard.
It's a terrible name.
That is awful. That is just truly awful. What is wrong with our audience? All right. So let's get on to this next story. Did he actually quit? He quit. That son of a bitch. All right. This is a fun one, as reported by Fox News and many other outlets, so it's not biased. This actually did happen. A Georgia teacher on leave after saying Confederate flag means you intend to marry your sister.
Oh. Is that what that means? What, is that the incest flag?
A Georgia teacher was reportedly placed on administrative leave this week.
Sorry, I can't actually leave. There's Streamlabs to read off.
Well, I'm in the middle of this story, so wait.
Fine.
A Georgia teacher was reportedly placed on administrative leave this week after posting in a high school classroom a description of the Confederate flag as an announcement that you intend to marry your sister. Teacher's description was displayed on the board with a photo of a Confederate flag. The description said the Confederate flag is a sticker you put on the back of your pickup truck to announce that you intend to marry your sister. Think of it like a white trash save the date card. That's pretty funny, actually. Like,
That is funny.
You know, like, I've got no problem with the rebel flag, but that's, you know, I mean, that's kind of funny.
The approach is a novel one.
The district launched an investigation into the teacher after a parent posted a photo of the description to social media. She found it offensive, so she sent it to me and asked me what I thought, Melissa Fuller said of her daughter, who was in the teacher's classroom, according to WRW.
I was more surprised her name wasn't Karen.
She then posted on Facebook. Now this does get interesting. The mother is not a Karen at all. A lot of it is that it's not morally correct. It's unethical, Fuller told WRDW. It's just something you don't want to discuss today in today's world, especially inside the classroom. The mother found it hypocritical because one day her daughter wore a belt buckle with the Confederate flag, and they told her to remove it and gave her an at-home suspension.
Wow.
Oh, I see why she'd be mad.
So the mother isn't upset necessarily because she's some hardcore Confederate that, you know, like, there's a bit of hypocrisy there, right? I mean, her daughter wears a belt buckle with the rebel flag and gets an in-home suspension and gets told to take it off, right?
But the teacher makes a fucked
right,
up
but the teacher gets to fucking put the rebel flag up and make an incest joke. So I get why the mother was a little like, fuck this, I'm putting this on social media.
Yeah.
You know? So it's a bit justified, I suppose. Discuss. I mean, that's pretty much the end of the story because, you know, now they're working out whether or not to suspend the teacher. She's just on administrative leave right now. But it was a joke. It was kind of funny. But the schools should not have double standards, right? If you're going to send children home for wearing a rebel flag, then you can't have teachers doing even jokes about the rebel flag, I guess.
Yeah.
I think that's more the school district's fault than either one of them's fault.
Yeah, it's one of those, it's either all of it or none of it is okay, right? Right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, you can't be sending students home for wearing a rebel flag hat or a belt buckle or something or having a pin on their clothing, but then turn around and let your teachers just get away with, you know, fucking rebel flag incest jokes.
I do like that she rebranded it though, kind of like in a progressive way, as like the Ilhan Omar flag. Is that her name?
Ilhan Omar. Yeah.
Yeah. Marrying your sibling flag. That was the joke.
She should be flying that flag.
Yep, she should be goddamn proud of it.
My sister Marlene, who's also my mother, she'd be so proud of her right now.
Yep, I mean...
Most intelligent attack upon that flag I've seen yet, and I do mean to damn with faint praise. And it's a flag, for crying out loud.
Alright, go ahead and do that Streamlabs since we missed it, now that that's over.
Right. Lord Turkerthorpe has donated 1 Earthbark to say, lies! Her hair got wet because Aaron squirts like a fire hydrant. Some healing shampoo for Lyra.
Thank you.
Well, she doesn't need it. She is full health.
I know.
Aww.
Lord Turkerthorpe has donated another $1 to say, don't say dog 3 times or you'll summon Whitney, Wisconsin from the void. Speaking of, some healing kibble for the witch.
Fuck you. Don't want you getting killed. No.
Some healing kibble. Well, you do have an anti-bite people fucking thing around your neck right there.
I'd rather be the dog than Whitney, Wisconsin, I'll have you know.
Well, that's at least a step up. Yeah.
Yes.
Speaking of dogs, police say a dog shot a woman while waiting at a train crossing in Oklahoma.
Okay.
In Enid, Oklahoma, Enid police said a dog shot a woman while the two were waiting at a train crossing in Eden on Thursday. Or Enid. It's Enid. It's probably Enid. All right. Officers responded to a scene around 2:30 p.m. They found 44-year-old Tina Springer in the passenger seat of an F-150 with a gunshot wound. The driver of the truck told police they were headed to see his brother and had stopped to wait for a train to pass. He had his pistol laying on the center console when his dog jumped up on it, causing it to fire around into Springer's thigh.
Good lord. This is why you have safety on while you're not planning to kill somebody.
You dumb hick. What the fuck would you do that?
My dog shot my wife. What's your Christmas story, Erling?
What, he couldn't afford a gun rack on the back like most rednecks?
Well, it was a pistol. He should have had it in his glove box or, something of that nature.
Well, you never know. You're just driving along and you see something alongside the road, you need to shoot, I suppose.
I bet you he also had the incest flag waving the back of his truck.
Probably.
Yeah.
I have no doubt. Officers found the gun lying in the seat under the center console without a holster. So it was under the center. I guess the center console does this number here, right?
And it wasn't even inside it.
Right. And police say they found a burn mark under the center console that was consistent with the driver's story.
A paw print.
My dog shot my wife, who's also my sister.
He's like, this one's for Old Yeller. Ah!
This is one through my balls.
Why can't people be shot by their dogs in a really fun way? Like when they build them a harness because they want them to be armed too. Stick a gun on the back, secure it in place with a vest, maybe attach a string to the tail.
Right.
Home security. Well, security is a strong word for it.
Right. And finally, our final story for today. Do we have any more super chats or Streamlabs before we get to the last story of the day?
Well, I can't speak for super chats, but we're caught up on Streamlabs.
Okay. This is a good one. This is going to be fun. Yeah, we're all caught up. So this is how we're going to end the story. We're going to end this show. Archaeologists are stunned after unearthing a 3,000-year-old penis statue used by a cult.
Go on.
For many reasons.
I just love
my interest.
I love Lyra's face. Just.
I have
But you
no
all should have seen
response.
Alasteria's ears perk up.
Now wait. I would. Everybody, shut up. Leave it on Lyra. The girthy penis rock is 21 inches tall.
So it's.
I just wanted to say
almost
girthy penis rock while her face is on the screen.
Thank you.
Oh, healing shampoo. There you go, darling.
Thank you.
All right, let's read this story here. A giant penis statue measuring an impressive 21 inches has been unearthed by archaeologists in Sweden.
Those crazy Celts.
The girthy phallus might even have been used in a blood sacrifices to a pagan fertility god, researchers said. They beat people to death with the rock cock.
That's
I think-
amazing.
The rock cock!
I
Beat
think
them to
an Earth movie was a similar premise called Clockwork Orange, where she died because of a statue cock.
All
As
right.
horrible as all that is, bludgeoning is much better than impalement, I suppose.
Dated to be from the Bronze Age, between 1800 and 500 BC. The penis rock was discovered during an excavation near Gothenburg.
I think you mean the rock cock.
The rock cock! Welcome to Rock Cock Radio, your one-stop shop for all rock cocking things.
Get your rock and your cock and...
We're the rock cockin' radio.
It's like half heavy metal and half like super gay songs.
Yeah, it's like
gay metal.
You're listening to KOCK 107.
Let's suck dick.
KOCK.
Non-problematic. Let's talk this.
Welcome to radio.
Welcome
to Radio Cock Rock at KOCK 100 KOCK 98.8. Jester, if you're listening, do a KOCK. Welcome to Rock Cock KOCK.
That's what his new YouTube channel should be called.
All right, so it dates back to the Bronze Age. It has been linked to a fertility cult, having been found alongside a lot of animal bones, which hints that the area was used for sacrifice. The lack of any human bones ruled out the theory that the phallus was a unique headstone.
Headstone, really?
So it wasn't a cock tombstone.
You know the writer for that had a fun time writing out, not a headstone.
Glad to hear that apparently it didn't involve human sacrifice using the damn thing.
Archaeologist Gisela Angby told local media it has a distinct phallic shape, meaning it's very long. According to the picture here, I mean, it's very big around, and it has the bell end of a dick. And apparently it's Jewish. I'm joking.
Got him.
Gisela Angby went on to say, I thought when I came across it that, oh my god, it can't be true. She was certainly surprised, as most women would be.
You know, with the animal bones, I get the impression it might be that the rock cock wore a squirrel like a sock.
I showed the picture to colleagues, and there is no distinction. It is a penis.
She had to ask.
The team think that the remarkable rock cock might have already had a penile shape before craftsmen added extra details, like veins.
Wow.
Boy, they were really into their cock rock artwork back then.
No, fertility's a theme, so it'd be a rock cock with a rabbit sock.
I believe that in connection with the erection, that's really written.
Yeah, like I said, they had a really fun time writing this.
Yeah, she said that. I believe that in connection with the erection, it was used to offer sacrifices, for example, within the framework of a fertility cult, the archaeologist said. Penis-shaped objects are fairly common, archaeological discoveries. But this is definitely a very big one.
So they were big perverts back then, too.
Yeah. There was also a lucky charm, shaped as an erect penis and testicles, designed to ward off evil. Has been estimated to be dated at 100 AD.
Dicks ward off evil? I've had an opposite experience.
In my experience.
Evil must be both male and homophobic.
My dick invites evil. That's why I don't trust bitches anymore.
Actually, it's a pretty question. Why would the rock cock amulet to ward off evil work, whereas one's own natural equipment wouldn't?
Because it's a rock! You can hit evil over the head with it!
You can only give evil a mushroom stand with your actual cock.
Oh. Fuck off.
Oh, an outbreak of melty pox? All right, let's get this over with.